Hold on. How's it going, everybody? We are live. And technically, this isn't an Antwon Reads. This is a Matt Reads. But that's fine. You were going to say, Ishtar.
You know, when I murder you, this is going to be perfect self-defense. No one is going to convict me.
If you can't tell, I have recruited Ishtar to help me with some voices for this. Now,
recruited is a kind phrase that you're putting out there that's also very deceptive. Guys, he's holding me prisoner. You have to call for help.
They're saying they can't hear you. Alright, I have her up as loud as possible.
I'm speaking normally. I don't know what have you done to the sound?
Hold on.
I don't know what have you done to the sound?
No,
Did you just switch to Discord?
No, it's coming through fine on mine.
Yeah, on yours.
Well, I'm talking it's coming through fine on the live.
Oh.
If the stream is wonky, guys, it's because, well...
Because Antwon's holding me hostage and you have to send help.
No, it's because YouTube is having issues for the fact that everybody is now streaming. So...
I like my reason better.
What are we doing today, Ishtar? What have I recruited you to do?
You mean, what are you holding me hostage to do?
We're
not... reading a really, really horribly written fan fiction by somebody who should never have been allowed to learn to read or write.
Come on, it can't be that bad.
Author's note, special fangs. Get it? 'Cause I'm gothic. 2, my GF, ew, not in that way, Raven, Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. Want to reconsider that?
No.
You don't want to reconsider the fact that this person should never have been allowed to learn to read.
I think that's a little harsh.
I think it's just perfect.
So, guys, Ishtar is going to be helping me with the female voices. You have...
That like I had a choice.
So, apparently Harry Potter and Draco are in this, this story. So, one of them gets to have Antwon's voice. I'm going to let you guys choose. Do you want Harry Potter to be Antwon, or do you want Draco to be Antwon? Nope, Steve, you have to sit your butt down right there. You are still paying penance for the silver coinage that paid for the dinosaur stories.
You told him that he had paid that in full.
No, I said he paid in full for the stories, but he now has to sit for penance for it.
But we like Steve. We actually like everybody. So everybody should leave now. This is my warning because I like you all.
Our wonderful favorite edgy of edgiest boys, Vin, paid for this. How do I keep getting myself into these things?
You say, pay me, and they say, okay.
Pay me to do stupid shit, and then I get paid to do stupid shit.
Yes, and then you do stupid shit, and I get dragged along with you, and I'm sitting here like, why are you stupid? I know you're not stupid, so why are you stupid?
Because I think I set a price that I didn't think people would want to pay for something as bad as my Immortal.
Have we learned our lesson yet?
No, probably not.
I love you. I do.
Racist Matt is like a social media stupidity prostitute.
Accurate! Really accurate. I hate how accurate that is.
Alright.
He's the prostitute that you look at and go, you're not allowed to be around the stove, honey.
Excuse me, Pimptar. Do you remember what you and Wren do to Antwon all night on Tuesdays?
I will remind you that we have not done that in a while.
Uh-huh. Alright, I'm gonna give Vin... I've messaged Vin on Discord, I've messaged him on Twitter, I have tagged him as many times as I possibly could. We're gonna give it a little bit more time to see if he shows up. If not, we're gonna just go on with it. This is not going to be a normal long stream, guys. At most, it's probably gonna be an hour and a half. Because that's as much as our brains can take. Now, there is a good possibility that the next time we get into my Immortal, alcohol will be involved.
We should have alcohol involved now.
Well, if you want to get us some alcohol, I don't have any problem with it.
You know, that's not a bad idea. You stay here. I'll be back when the stream is over.
No. You already agreed.
Because I'm stupid. I love you.
I love you too.
Smart.
So we have one vote for Antwon being Draco. No one else is really saying anything other than that.
They're probably sitting there laughing too hard. Mitzi has probably peed herself laughing.
How's it going, Token? Well, I guess we should say hello to the chat since they're here. So let's see who is here to suffer with us right now. Mitzi got first, which is not surprising since I only posted the link about a half hour ago. How's it going, Mitzi? Steve is here to suffer with us. Then we got Za is here. Zeo Gold saying he's going to be in and out, waiting for it to start. Yekno Meno says, I wouldn't miss this for the world, and then gives an evil laugh. Ray is here. How's it going, Ray? And then, let's see. Then I think B-Token was the last person to show up. So, yeah. At least in chat. And, okay, so they want... And there's 2 for Antwon's voice, or Antwon voicing Draco. So Harry is just going to be me, I guess. If you want, I can rope Corvus into this and make him Harry.
Yes.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yeah.
Why? I thought you liked Corvus.
I do like Corvus. I like Antwon too. What's your point? Alright guys, the voice I'm going to be coming up with for this might change a little bit as we're going. Because this chick is pretentious AF.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so how it's going to work is the narrator is going to be me, and then when there are lines for Ebony, Ishtar will be reading those. I will be reading all the male characters. She will be reading all the female characters. So I hope you guys are in. I hope you guys are strapped in, because, oh god, just looking at this, you've seen the thumbnail. That's all I gotta say. I didn't create those. All I had to do was type in My Immortal into the wonderful world of Google, and that stuff came up.
Yes.
Alright, so we're gonna wait just one more minute, and then we will get started. B-Token wants to know what he's in for.
Pretentious goth fangirl.
This is a Harry Potter fan fiction that...
I'm joking.
I'm not saying you're joking. I'm explaining to what it is. It is a Harry Potter fan fiction that has to deal with the main character being a vampire, which she's going to let you know in the first paragraph that looks like it's all one run-on sentence.
Punctuation doesn't happen.
For
those who are curious, I have listened to people read this before. That is how I know how bad this is, because I have never been so stupid as to reach out and find out for myself.
Well, we're about to find out. We are experiencing something together. This is something that we can experience together while being quarantined. It's a new experience.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
All right. So, Vin, if you show up, cool. If not, we hate you anyway. So...
Ray's already making memes.
Oh, God.
Oh my god! Oh, that
Oh,
is so brilliant. I love that,
no.
Ray. That's awesome and so
God,
accurate.
no! Bad Ray! Bad Ray! How's it going, Finer?
I love that.
Alright, yeah, Yeknomeno says, deep breath, it has layers, like an onion, but each layer is a train wreck. Well, we're about to find out.
Yes.
Alright. My Immortal. We don't know how long we're going to go, but Chapter 1. Author's note. Special thanks, get it, because I'm Gothic, to my GF. Ew, not in that way. What way, I don't know. Raven. Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the story and spelling. You rock. Justin, you're the love of my depressing life. You rock too. MCR rocks. Okay.
That should tell you everything.
We are in for it, ladies and gentlemen. This is an amazing, edgy fucking character that we're seeing next to this person. Hi, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way. You have to put space in between it because it's darkness. And I have long ebony black hair.
Part?
Huh.
I think those are my lines.
No, this is the narration.
No, because it starts.
Yeah, you weren't paying attention. I said when there are quotes and it's your line, that's when you start.
Okay. Don't make me. Don't. Go. Just go.
That's how I got my name. With purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. Author's note, if you don't know who she is, get the hell out of here. Isn't she the lead singer for Evanescence?
Yes.
Okay.
She has an amazing voice. Very powerful when you hear it in person.
Finer, we're going to be getting to that. Just hold on. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was because he's a fucking major hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. How the hell is she a vampire if she doesn't have fangs?
No idea. Fangs naturally have to be curved a little bit, don't they?
Yeah, and most humans have canines anyway. But anyway, I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch! I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. Is she American?
No.
She's not American. Are we sure?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly black. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all of my clothes from there.
Do they have Hot Topic in England?
Do they?
I don't know. That's why I just asked.
No. For example, today... Yeah, there's no punctuation. There should be a comma there. For example, today, I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. So goth. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow, because of course I was.
For the record, this was written in like 2006, 2007 was the last upload. So this is very era.
So she's not necessarily gothic, she's a juggalo?
I don't know.
She's a juggalette? Is that the proper term?
It's the early aughts. This was the fashion then.
Gotcha. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was snowing and raining, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put my middle finger up at them. Oh, God. Hey, Ebony! Shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. Now you read.
Thank you. What's up, Draco?
Nothing, he said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me, and I had to go away.
That was a chapter.
That's a chapter?
That's a chapter.
No, that's not a fucking... No!
That is a chapter.
Holy shit.
Hold on a second. I need my crochet to keep my hands busy.
That is... No, that doesn't count as a chapter. What the that was a paragraph and a half. A little bit of talking. And then on to chapter 2. Okay. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. Finer, people say that. I've never experienced it. I've heard about it. Alright, let's go on to chapter 2. Author's note. Thanks to Bloody Tears 666 for helping me with the chapter. I don't know how you needed help with that chapter, or this next chapter. By the way, preps, stop flaming my story. Okay. No. Why is it... Anyway, the next day I woke up in my bedroom. That was it? Did we just get sudden exposition into the next day? What? Alright. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, again, and black fishnets. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my pierced ears and put my hair into a kind of messy bun. My friend Willow, author's note, Raven, this is you, woke... For the fact that they know how to write because they have, having the author's note be in this crap language makes it worse.
I can't find my hook.
It should be out there.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not in here. It's out there. Woke up and then grinned at me. Are they roomies? I guess. They're in this... whatever. She flipped her long, waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with a black mini, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. This is not how you write. This is bad. This is bad, guys. Ah, God. I have to... Oh, this is... This is all you, darling.
What?
Starting at OMFG. This is 2 girls talking.
Oh.
There he is! There's the son of a bitch that's making us read this.
Hi, Van. I can't find my hook.
I don't know where it is. Is it in the couch?
No, I checked there already.
Is it underneath the side tables?
I checked there too.
Then I have no idea.
Neither do I. This makes me sad. Because now I need something to fidget with. Alright,
OMFG.
Yep. Oh, MFG! I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday.
And then...
Yeah, so? Do you like Draco?
She,
No,
hold on.
Sorry.
She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall.
No, I so fucking don't. Yeah, right.
She exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me. Hi, he said.
Hi.
Guess what?
What?
Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade.
Oh my my fucking god.
You gotta say it a little bit louder. She actually screamed it.
Oh my fucking god.
I screamed, I love GC. They're my favorite band besides MCR. Well, do you want to go with me? On to chapter. That was a chapter! That was a fucking chapter! Oh my god.
Yes, thank you, Allie. I do my best. Zeo Gold should have gone with that instinct, man.
Alright. Author's note. Stop flaming the story, preps, okay? Otherwise, fangs to...
No, you didn't pronounce it right. It's Otterwise.
Otherwise, fangs to the Gothic people for... I can't read this. For the good reviews. Fangs, Edgin, Raven. Oh yeah. By the way, I don't own dis or the lyrics for Good Charlotte.
No, it's Shralet.
Charlotte, whatever.
She cannot spell.
I know for a fact she can. I know for a fact she can spell because the rest of this stuff is written. Chapter 3. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots. More boots. Does she just have like a closet of nothing but combat boots, each with like different colored laces?
I have multiple pairs of boots. They're different colors.
With high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then, again, comma, I put on black leather mini dress with all of this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on
Define corset stuff.
I don't know.
Vin asks if this eases the pain a bit. Thank you for the $30, Vin. The only thing that's going to ease the pain is a lot of tequila.
Which we do have. I put on matching fishnets on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. What?
What?
What? What? Hold on. Hold on. Let's back that up a little bit. So you dressed like this, then you felt depressed and decided to just slit one of your wrists.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like every gothic trope in existence.
Ray asks, is each chapter going to have a getting dressed scene like in the 1980s action cartoon as a hero transforming for victory scene? So far it seems like it. She likes really expressing what she's wearing.
Yeah.
Okay. I read a depressing book while I waited for... Fucking hell. Really? I feel depressed. Slit my wrist. Read a more depressing book. Keep going. Book while I waited for it to stop bleeding and I listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner, which she said she already had on. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went...
Vampire, after all.
Yeah, I know. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car.
Which, as anyone who has even the most cursory knowledge of Harry Potter lore knows, that that's illegal.
It is. It very much is. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Oh, you never go to the concert with the shirt of one band that's there.
No.
Now, okay.
Guilty of that.
Guys, if you've watched Harry Potter, can you tell me how in the living fuck Draco decides to dress in a t-shirt, baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner? This is the preppiest of fucking preppy, motherfucking uptight, preppy, goddamn preps.
Flying cars, Allie, in Harry Potter.
In
Are they illegal?
Yes, in the wizarding world, Muggle objects that have been enchanted, like a flying car, are actually illegal. And the only reason that Ron's dad had it is because he stole it, quote unquote, from the Ministry of Defense. Okay.
I thought he made it.
No.
He was tinkering.
No.
Okay.
Author's note. A lot faux cool boys were it, okay?
Hi.
Oh, God. That hurt my brain. That hurt my brain. Hi, Ebony, he said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666, because of course it fucking did, and flew to the place with the concert. You mean the arena?
Mm.
On the way...
Arcade, which is close enough to walk.
Yeah. On the way, we listened excitedly to half of a Good Charlotte song, because that's about as long as it would take to get there. And we cannot forget Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. just smoked the drugs. All of the drugs. Not a specific drug.
All the drugs.
Just drugs in general.
She is Florida vampire.
So we're putting meth in there, we're putting pot in there, angel dust, heroin, just roll it all up into a big ass fucking blunt, and we're just smoking the drugs.
Yep. Ray goes, 1 drugs, please.
When we got there, we both hopped out of the car, completely fine and not stoned out of our mind from smoking all of the drugs. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte. Because they got there late without the opener even starting, and Good Charlotte was already on stage, and they just ran fucking up there to the mosh pit. Fucking reasons.
Okay, she's never been to a concert in her life, or she would know it don't work that way.
I'm not singing these lyrics, but I will read them, and then it's your line. You come in cold, you're covered in blood, they're all so happy you arrived. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom, she sets you free into this life. And then responds with, I don't own the lyrics to that song. The amount of ebonics in this is driving my...
so fucking hot.
I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad.
What's wrong?
I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Really?
Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you.
Really? Asked Draco sensitively, and he put his arm around me, all protective.
Really? Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch.
I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. Don't worry, Vin. We've decided that this first one is going to be normal. Anytime we're reading this afterwards, alcohol will be involved. That night went on really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into...
So many ellipses.
I have to keep waiting. There's like a single ellipsis is like a pause, a heartbeat pause. So there's like 10 of them.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's like 10 of them.
Yeah. So
I'm not
just
counting anymore.
hold on. The Forbidden Forest.
Dun dun dun.
God, chapter 4.
At least the chapters are short.
No fucking kidding. I did not know how short they were.
Vin, blame YouTube.
I have her up as high as she can go, Vin.
He doesn't want to use Discord, so...
Because Discord doesn't work for me.
Uh-huh.
Author's note. I said stop flamin', okay? Ebony's name is Inobi, not Mary Sue. Nut Mary Sue, okay? Draco is so in love with her that he is acting different. Different. They
R-E-N-T.
They knew each other before, okay? Oh my god.
This is killing brain cells.
I think I lost all of my 5th grade math reading that.
You didn't need that anyway.
Apparently not.
I just think we're only an hour in. We're only half an hour in.
Oh god. How do I do long division again?
Draco, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and walked out of it.
They crawled into it, then they walk out of it. The car changes in size.
Magic. Fucking magic. I don't have to explain shit. I walked out of it too. Curiously.
What the fucking hell? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry.
Something, it cut out.
No, you were kind of roboting a little bit, so start over at what the fucking hell.
What the fucking hell?
Ebony.
What?
Draco leaned in extra close, and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He doesn't have red eyes!
She explains it right after he says.
I don't care. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness. And then suddenly, I didn't feel mad anymore. And then...
More...
Just...
More ellipses.
Yeah. Suddenly, just there's no and.
Yeah, it's just as I...
Draco kissed me passionately. Draco climbed on top of me and we started to make out keenly against a tree.
He climbed on top of her, so he's like perched on top of her.
I guess he's like
leaning against a tree.
Like she's crouching and he's like standing on her thighs and he's just got her by the collar and he's like just forcing his face into her mouth, kind of thing.
That's the only thing that I can picture going right here.
He took of my top and I took of his clothes. I even took of my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what. This is... I never thought I would long for taken by the T-Rex. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. You have some line.
I know. I'm sorry. Hold on. That first sex scene always gets me.
It was so memorable. Definitely memorable. She knows every 5 seconds of it.
Oh.
I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm.
She hasn't had an orgasm yet.
She doesn't know what they are, but...
No.
We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. And then... Oh god, I don't know if I can do an old man voice like this.
No. Do Brahms.
Brahms?
Do Brahms.
Alright. What in the hell are you doing, motherfuckers? It was.
Sorry, guys, like, way more ellipses.
Just hold on.
Jacob, we're reading My Immortal, which is hilariously horrible, and we're in the middle of an ellipses-fueled pause.
Dumbledore!
Dun dun dun!
Thunder crashing! Someone get the, I wish I had the sounder for, for Law and Order. Dun, dun.
That would be good.
Chapter 5. God. Oh, God. Author's note. Stop flamming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a posser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is he had a headache, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 good revals. Well, there went 6th grade math.
Can you still add and subtract?
I think so.
Okay.
No, Jacob. They do know what grammar is, they just don't know how to spell.
Jacob, you have to understand right off the bat that this fan fiction, this is a Harry Potter fan fiction that is famous for how bad it is.
Okay, so she's the author has talked about how she's had help with the chapters. I'm assuming that she talks like that normally. Okay, the author's note stuff. Whoever she got to help with the chapters is a translator.
Yeah.
So I don't know who the translator was, the 666 or Raven or whatever. Because they were able to get through all of this. So, congratulations to them. They have a good. I don't know. You said this was in 2006.
It was early 2000s. The last upload was in 2007.
Gotcha. Okay. Are we ready for Chapter 5? Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools! I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Okay, I give them credit for knowing what pallid means.
Yes.
So they're learning? Yay? 2 thumbs up?
Someone had a thesaurus.
Probably. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry. God. Brahms, I'm sorry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest, he yelled in a furious voice. Go ahead, McGonagall. Sarah.
I was just thinking that. I am so sorry, Sarah. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? What are you gonna do for Snape?
I was just gonna try and be smarmy.
Go for it.
How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked, Because I love her! This is so horrible. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay, Ebony?
Yeah, I guess.
I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into a low-cut, black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Charlotte. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room. Why is she dressing up like that if she's just going to bed?
Maybe a nightgown idea?
In high heels?
I don't know. I suspect that when this chick wrote this, she was like 13.
Or high. She smoked all of the drugs.
True.
Chapter 6.
Hi, Finer Prince.
See you, Finer. I'm glad I could entertain. Author's note. Shijit up preps, okay? P.S. I will not update until you give me good reviews.
Sad part is some people actually gave her good reviews just to get the next part.
I don't know. YouTube's Vin, why is it repeating? It's happening because YouTube's bandwidth is getting fuckered with everybody trying to stream all at the same time. The next day,
It's not good.
The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black mini... Here we go. Ray, this is just for you. I put on a black mini skirt that was all ripped up around the end, and a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots, more boots, that were black, because she has boots in other colors that are not gothic, I guess? I don't know. I put on 2 pair of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray-painted my hair with purple.
Why?
I don't know. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk. And a glass of red blood. Because blood is so many different colors. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top, but no one noticed because it's... Oh god. Yeah, it's black. There you go.
Bastard! You're welcome.
I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair and with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses. Oh god, is this Harry Potter?
Yep.
Fuck. Contact lenses just like Draco. This is horrible. And there was no scar on his forehead anymore, because you can just wipe that away.
Apparently.
He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. Well, not for this, he's not going to, because I only do one, so he's going to have a sexy English accent. Or American accent. Yeah. He looked exactly like Joel Madden. Not John Madden, Joel Madden. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I don't get one, you sicko. I'm so sorry. Your turn.
Sorry. No, I'm not playing Minecraft.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm really not. You can come and check. That's alright. What's your name?
My name's Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days. Oh my god!
Yep.
No, they don't. No one calls you that.
I have a character named Vampire, but it's a mocking nickname because she was born with longer canines than most.
Yes, I know.
She doesn't actively, goth out or anything like that. Kind of stupid.
You're missing your line.
Sorry. Why?
Because I love the taste of human blood.
Well, I am a vampire.
Really?
Yeah!
That escalated really, really fucking quickly.
I told you, someone's got a thesaurus because she roared that for some reason.
Yeah. We sat down to talk for a while. Why would you sit down next to someone and talk for a while that just screamed at you?
Yeah.
Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. This chapter has a title. This is Chapter 7, Bring Me to Life. Someone's been hitting the evanescence a little too hard.
She titled it.
Author's note. Well, okay, you guys. I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews. And by the way, BTW, I won't write the next chapter
It's
till
later. It's next.
No, it's next chapter till I get 10 good ones.
God funds.
God ones.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I was supposed to do Harry Potter like Corvus, wasn't I?
Yeah,
All right. Oh well. The rest of this book is screwed up. I don't care.
Stow flaming.
Stow flaming, or I'll report you. Evany, her name has changed.
Again.
Isn't a Marie Sue. Okay, she isn't perfect. She's a Satanist.
No, it's Satanits.
Whatever.
Satanits. She's a Satanits.
Look, I'm not trying to lose more of my 5th grade history than I already have. And she has problems. She's depressed, for God's sake.
Yeah.
For the remaining of this reading, Harry Potter will now be voiced by Corvus. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing... God damn it. Ray, more description of clothing. This is for you. You keep asking for it. It just keeps showing up. I was wearing red Satanist sings on my nails in red nail polish. I think that's supposed to be sigils? Author's note. See, does that sound like lick a Maru Sue to you?
She doesn't know what a Mary Sue is.
No, she doesn't. I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then... more ellipses. Just gotta wait.
Okay.
We started Frenching passively. What?
How
Wait.
do you French passively? Frenching is not really a passive form of kissing.
No.
It's kind of an active form of kissing, unless one of you is just sitting there.
So
But
did they
then
just... No, I know what it is.
Both Frenching passively. Neither of them are doing anything.
No, I know what they did. They just both opened their mouths as wide as they could, put them together, and then just, like, let their tongues just do the work.
Flop.
There was... Yeah, just slop over each other.
Ew.
Yeah. When they broke, there was a long train of drool that didn't snap in between.
You can stop that now.
And we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. So the kissing was bad, but the clothes ripping off was enthusiastic. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his boy's thingy in mine. I didn't know she had a boy's thingy. And we had sex! See, is that stupid? Yes,
Okay,
yes it was.
I'm so turned on. You have no idea how turned on I am.
Oh, well, I mean, you do have the line next.
Draco.
God. I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody Gothic writing, were the words...
More ellipses.
Yeah.
Hold, please.
Vampire! I was so angry.
Done! You bastard.
I shouted angrily, jumping out of bed. No, but you don't understand, Draco pleaded. But I knew too much.
No, you fucking idiot. You probably have AIDS anyway.
Ouch. Allie asks, is that what she sounds like? No, when you're doing it, when I'm doing it right, she does not sound dispassionately unenthusiastic.
Usually I'm screaming
Unintelligibly.
a lot. Or I'm
Uh,
not making any sound because I can't breathe.
that too. I put on my clothes all huffily, and then stomped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. This is fucking horrible. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom, where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people.
Because they don't matter. Just
Yeah.
some other people.
Lines for you.
Vampire Potter, you motherfucker.
This chapter was titled Bring Me to Life. I don't know why. But let us continue. Chapter 8. Author's note. Stop flassing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep. Uh-oh. They put too many X's and didn't get the 666 in the middle of the X's.
Yeah.
Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back.
For the record, this was written probably by a 10-year-old who has no idea how people actually behave. I thought it was like early teens, but now I'm lowering my estimation.
Ebony, it's not what you think. My friend, Bloody Mary Smith, smiled at me understatedly. What? Understatedly?
I guess, like secret smile?
She flipped her long waist. Do all of her friends have long waist? Like, she's got really long hair.
No, she has mid-back hair.
Mid-back is long. That's mid-back is still long. Mid-back is like the middle of your fucking back. That's long-ass goddamn hair.
Well,
She flipped.
This is a little longer than that.
She flipped her long waist-length gothic black hair, because you have to state if you are a goth, you have gothic hair.
Yeah, there's a difference.
And opened her crimson eyes. What is it with all the red eyes? Like, I don't understand.
Like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Not everyone has red eyes. No one has fucking red eyes. She had pale white skin that was wearing...
Oh my god.
What?
The revelation about who this is just mind-boggling. Like, my brain is not processing.
Wait, what? She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Bloody Mary Smith is supposed to be Hermione?
Yep.
No! No! What? No!
I think we
Please wait a moment while Matt EXE reboots. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother and her father, committed suicide. Okay, this is why commas are needed. Killed her mother, comma, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith, not Granger, because apparently this takes place in America. Since she has converted to Satanism, she is now in Slytherin, now not Gryffindor. think that's how it works. I really don't think that's how it works. I don't know how... Can someone get J.K. Rowling on Twitter and ask if the theological belief of God and the devil, Satanism, and Christianity actually holds any influence over what fucking house you're in? Because Slytherin doesn't mean fucking evil. Slytherin is cunning, power, and a thirst for knowledge. What? Doesn't make them evil. Oh my god.
Yeah, you did this now.
Oh god.
Numbfoot. Nice distraction from this really horrible video. Really, really horrible reading.
What is that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit? Snape demeaned angrily in his cold voice, but ignored him.
Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco.
Everyone gasped. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. What? Did she just suddenly change perspective? Okay, yeah. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire. I'm bi, and so is Ebony. That little thing was never, ever said, but okay. For a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. Yeah, Harry and Draco are such good fucking friends. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I would hang out with the prep.
Corvus.
Yeah. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore.
Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard.
I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest where I had lost my virility to Draco. And then I started to
bust. Don't mean what she thinks they mean.
And I started to bust into tears. Chapter 9.
Oh god, I just scanned ahead and oh god.
Chapter 9. Author's note. Stop flamming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besuz did. I said seed. No, not even seed. I said he had a headache, and the reason Snap doesn't lick Harry now is 'cause he's Christian.
Harry's underage. Sorry, keep going.
Harry now is 'cause he's Christian, and Vampire is Satanist. MCR rocks. Someone really likes My Chemical Romance. No, none of this is anything to do with the movies.
No, Vin, these chapters are repetitious, but they are not repeating.
No, because he had me read one of the chapters before. I don't know if this is the chapter I read before or not. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then, all of a sudden, an horrible man with red eyes, again, red eyes, and no nose, and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't gothic. It was Voldemort!
Dun dun dun! No.
I shouted, in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, "Imperious!" and I couldn't run away.
Crookshanks.
I shouted at him. Crookshanks isn't a spell! Crookshanks is a fucking cat! What?
Yeah, just keep.
Just go with it?
Just go with it.
Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped.
Matt, you're a dom, so that means you're a little bit of a sadist, right?
I'm very much a sadist.
Okay, so
No, I wouldn't have stopped.
that was what I was gonna say. Is would a sadist have stopped?
No.
Okay.
A sadist would be enjoying the pain that he's in.
Okay.
Ebony, he yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter! I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. Remember, Joel Madden, not John Madden.
Yeah.
I remember this Vampire Potter is not giving out, football advice. This one, I guess he's a singer. I don't know. I
don't
remember
know what he's doing.
Yeah, I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand. So I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No fucking duh.
No, Voldemort.
Voldemort gave me a gun.
No, please.
Hold up. Voldemort is one of the strongest wizards in the wizarding world. Am I wrong in this?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not yes, you're wrong, but yes, he's one of the strongest in the wizarding world. That's why people were scared of him.
Yeah.
And he was just creepy.
The things that Voldemort could do, forgive me if I'm wrong, were, I'm going to put an astronomical number on this, because magic. The things that he could do were a billion times more powerful than a fucking gun. Like, why a gun? Give him a fucking wand. Give her a fucking wand. She's a witch. Sorry, a vampire witch. That would be more powerful than anything she could do with a gun.
Because this person doesn't actually know anything about Harry Potter.
Wands are silent.
They are.
Guns are not.
They are not.
Thou must, he yelled. If thou does not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. You're on How Did You Know?
Oh, great. How did you know?
Voldemort, not capitalized. No, it is capitalized. Okay. Got a dude, you're so retarded look on his face. It's the wrong ability. I have telekinesis. Telekinesis, for those of you who don't know, she's needing telepathy. Telekinesis is the ability to move things with your mind, not read others. He answered cruelly, And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco. She added, she missed a few doths and thous and thoth and woth. He shouted, then flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods.
Draco, hi.
Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner like that of a pentagram. This bitch, this version of Draco stopped to go put on makeup to then go chase her.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Because Draco is now a Satanist.
That doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
Are you okay?
No.
I'm sorry I got all mad at you and I thought you cheated on me.
That's okay. He said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out.
The thing is I love the fact that instead of I said or I apologize, she expelled.
I mean, she could have ejaculated it too.
Possibly.
Someone is using abusing their authority, their thesaurus.
I feel like I told you, the author should never have been allowed to learn to read or write.
Chapter 10. Author's note. Stop it, you gay fags, if you do not lick my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle, a furt all, and she and vampire are evil. That's why they moved houses. Okay? Oh my god.
I hope you didn't need that ability to read.
7th grade algebra just went out the window. Listen. Hermione, who we know is now Bloody Mary.
Bloody?
Yeah. Wasn't a muggle.
No.
She was magically inclined, which is why she got her letter to Hogwarts, which is why the term mudblood was used against her, because she was a half-breed. I'm explaining Harry Potter lore
You are.
against, I wouldn't say the worst fanfic I've ever read, but damn.
Yeah.
Allie says, they gothic. What do you expect?
Go on. Ray says, I'm sure Hermione was only bloody 7 or 8 times each school year. At least from book 3 onward.
Ray! I was really scared about Voldemort all day. He's still alive. That should be. So this takes place after book 4. This is book 5 territory we're talking about here. Voldemort being around, giving you a gun, showing up on Hogwarts property. You might want to tell someone, but I have a feeling she's just going to keep it to herself. I was even upset, went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. Oh my god. When did the band start?
I don't know.
We haven't heard a single fucking thing about this band thing, and oh god.
Keep going. It does not get better.
It doesn't, because I saw what they're a cross between, which is an impossibility, but that's fine. I am the lead singer of it, and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between Good Charlotte, Slipknot, and My Chemical Romance.
Now read who's in the band.
The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, and Ron. Although we call him Diablo now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it. And Hagrid!
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
There's a time jump that we missed, right? Do we need to go back and read Do we need to go back and read chapter 9 and see how this all happens?
No.
Is it mentioned at all?
This paragraph gets better.
It
can you read it for you?
No.
I'll read it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Go ahead.
Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he's a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a CROSS.
Hold it.
I'm writing that. Or a steak. STEAK.
Hold on. if you hear that everybody else, if you hear that beeping noise in the back of your head, that is actually the bread truck backing up. Because what? Are we sure we didn't miss a time skip?
Oh,
Like,
we missed so
there's so much that there's. At the beginning of the story, she's writing nothing but exposition and telling us everything that this person is doing. And then suddenly, Ron is apparently now Gothic, and he's now named Diablo. And they're all in a band. Hagrid is okay with this. I don't. What does he do? What does he do? Does he?
Nicest guy ever.
Did he fucking? Does he play a giant fucking jug? I mean, what the hell does he play? But on top of that, suddenly Draco is a vampire?
Yes.
Yeah, Allie, we know it's S-T-A-K-E. She wrote S-T-E-A-K.
Yeah.
So, according to this person, according to this author, the best way to...
Mignon can kill a vampire.
I was going to say, you take a vampire out to a really good dinner and you can kill him.
Oh, wait. Here's the next part. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride.
The Corpse Bride wasn't a depressing movie!
It was an adorable romantic movie. I love that
With a depressing setting, but that was the point. Real life was depressing. Yeah, the real life was the bad part. Death was fun.
And colorful and amazing.
Yeah. Keep going.
I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and tiny matching miniskirt that said simple plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not.
You are. You banged Draco in the Forbidden Forest after the first date.
While high on all the drugs. Seal Cold goes, ooh, Dracula versus
Steak and Shake. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly burst into tears.
Ebony, are you okay?
Did you just make Hermione a prep?
I've been making Hermione a prep because I had no idea that it was Hermione.
Okay.
We're gonna go with it.
Okay.
You have to talk about how she...
No, you have a line.
No. What kind of voice did Bloody Mary have?
Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice.
Yes.
That concerted is not the word that she's looking for.
No, that's not the right word. What do you think? Well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, who's supposed to be known as Vampire, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. Hoo-hoo.
Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me? How could you fucking poser muggle bitch?
See, is that out of character?
Just a little bit, yes. It's quite out of character for Draco.
Oh, Draco has more mood swings in this than any teenage girl on PMS.
Antwon is very mad at me right now. He is staring at me at the other end of the hall, just glaring because I'm making him read this shit. I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive. Then he ran out crying.
Like I said, more mood swings.
Wait, while she's crying, they practiced for more than one more hour. Then suddenly Dumbledore walked in angrily. His eyes were all fiery, and I knew this time it wasn't 'cause he had a headache. What have you done? He started to cry wisely.
How do you cry wisely? Do you just drip tears of wisdom? Do you babble? Do you babble philosophy when you're crying?
Author's note. See? That's basically nut swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why. Ebony, comma, because they're not married. Well, it's two first names anyway. See, this story is doing things. Ebony, Draco's been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists. Hold on a second. Hold up. No. Nope. No. We just read 30 seconds ago, even though it feels like we've been doing this for all fucking day. 30 seconds ago, we just read he's a vampire. He can't die from slitting his wrists. But he committed suicide by slitting both of his wrists.
You guys, you have to be, if you're in Antwon's Discord, you have to be looking at memes and pictures.
Oh no.
Ray is outdoing himself. If you're not in Antwon's Discord, what is wrong with you? Get in the Discord.
Bravo, Ray. Fucking bravo, my man. That was great. I love the goddamn you, damn you to hell. But yeah, the Diablo one is great. Game of the Year edition. Ray, you clever fucking bastard.
Yep. Ray truly is a master meme smith.
Oh my god. Alright.
Oh my good lord.
Okay, so we're stopping there. We're stopping at chapter 10. Wow.
Chapter 11 is just setting itself up to be horrible.
I can't anymore. I have
No, we have to read this next chapter.
You want to read chapter 11?
Oh god, yes, because this is the longest chapter so far, and just so much happens in it.
All right.
Just
Hold on. We will leave this up to the 12 people watching. Put a 1 in the chat if you want us to continue and read chapter 11. Or put a 2 in the chat if you want us to end this misery. I'm going to put my vote in.
You only get to vote once.
I don't care.
Stop it. You're spamming.
Oh god.
1, 2, 3.
That's a lot of 1s.
4. Guess what?
Yes, Yaknomeno says it correctly. Betrayed. Alright. We will read chapter 11. Author's note. I said, stop flamming, you preps. See if this chapter is shrupid.
Uh-huh.
It deals with really serious issues. See for yourself. If it's stupid. Oh god, I can't pronounce that word. Stupid.
Stupid.
What is BRW? Bruh? It's not bruh. This whole thing is a fucking bruh. Fangs to my friend Raven for helping me.
Helping me.
I will show your art at the end of this chapter. I promise. It deserves to be shared.
You need to set up like a slideshow of his art for the next time we do this, so we can take like an intermission
and get more booze.
Get more booze, and they can just admire the art.
All right, Ray. You get me a good What, you got 2 in there?
3.
3? Give me a good 7 more. 7 more memes. And I will make it into an intermission thing.
No.
I was horrified. That's not how you spell it. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room because he would look like a perv that way. That's not how it works. That's not how any of that works. He's the head of the school. He can go into any room he wants. What? Anyway, and that's not me just continuing on with the story. She put anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I started crying tears of blood because her tears beforehand were not bloody, apparently. And then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. Oh, no.
She grabbed a tri-tip and almost stuck it into her heart to commit suicide.
I grabbed a steak, that's in the food, and almost stuck it in my heart to make it commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. This is not depressed. This is emotional overreaction. I got out of the bathtub and put on here you go, Ray, for you. I put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it, sandally. Sandly? What the fuck? Look up sandly.
I don't know.
Look up what sandly means.
Fine.
I put on black high heels with pink metal stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window. Yes?
Sandli, Punjab in India.
That's the definition.
That is the first thing that comes up when I Google Sandli. Is Sandli, Punjab, India. Also, Sandli in Spanish looks like it is a form of the word sand.
So she I don't know what the fuck this is. She meant that. How's it going, Malik?
I have no answers.
With 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap! Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me. And Lupin, spelt wrong, by the way, was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Yes!
He was chewing something
He was
through the
chewing
view of her through the window.
It must be that steak she tried to stab herself with.
Ray, if it makes you feel better, she's not 15, she's 17. Oh, yes, this is the chapter.
Yes, this is the chapter. Okay, one, let me point out, Snap, or Snape, and Lupin don't like each other, are not going to be fucking, hanging out watching a 17-year-old girl, she uses a word wrong here, again, surprising, I know, it's so shocking, spying on a 17-year-old girl together eating steak. Or whatever he was chewing on. Maybe he has some snuff in his fucking cheek. You don't know. He's a werewolf. It doesn't matter. This is your line. Go for it.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to finish. It's okay. Zio says we're all gonna have to talk to FBI agents after this.
Probably.
Oh, you fucking pervs. Stop looking at me naked. Are you pedos or what?
I want to point out, pedophiles enjoy young-looking children of ages anywhere from below puberty and younger.
Moving on.
I just want to point out that's what that means. She's using the word wrong again.
She uses every word wrong. The fact that she is using words should be illegal.
I screamed, putting on a black towel with a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran in. What the... Avada! Avada! Not Abra! God. Abracadabra. I'm sorry, Corvus. You can go away now. Oh wait, you can't. You still have lines.
Yeah, it's fine.
He yelled
I
at...
hope you have a voice for Hagrid.
Yeah, sort of. He yelled at Snape and Lupin, pointing his womb.
His womb.
His womb.
His womb. He has one of those because he's tender.
I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. Ebony, it has been revealed that someone has... No! He shouted, looking at Snape and Lupin, and then waved his wand, and suddenly, Hagrid ran outside on his broom. Those two things... Look. What? And yeah, that gun has a huge fucking clip. Didn't get it in Chicago or California, I can tell you that right now.
This is pure chaos from here on out. Don't even try to make sense of it, just read it.
I don't know who's speaking after this line, though. Hagrid ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk."
I'm gonna say go with Snap.
Snape just got shot!
He's still talking the 2 lines later.
Oh, alright. And Hagrid's not a student.
I know.
What do you know, Hagrid? You're just a little Hogwarts student.
Can't wait to hear your Hagrid voice.
I may be a Hogwarts student.
Oh God!
Hagrid paused angrily. But I'm also a Satanist. This is fucking stupid. Vin, I hate you so much right now. Antwon has words for you. I'm going. This cannot be, Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand where Dumbledore's wand had shot him. Dumbledore didn't shoot Snape. What the fuck is going on? Did she not read this entire chapter and just go, what the fuck?
She doesn't reread anything that she wrote.
There must be other factors.
You don't have any.
I yelled in madly. How do you fucking yell in madly? Oh God.
Keep going. Go on. We're almost done.
Lupin is just gonna be me. I'm not giving another voice for Lupin.
Right.
Lupin held up the camera.
Triumphantly.
Try what she said. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there! Because that's how video camera works. Anyway, I felt faint, more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood, because the rest of us who are reading this we can honestly relate to not drinking enough blood. And guys, I know we're going through something horrible right now. Everyone's in quarantine. You gotta drink your blood. Whether it's your neighbor's blood, your dog's blood, or people down the street, or even hell, there are people roaming the streets at night called homeless people. If you don't drink your blood, you're gonna pass out.
Drink your blood.
Does everyone understand that? I mean, am I the only one that just kills random hobos and drinks their blood?
Yeknomeno says, we can pinpoint the moment the proofreaders ran out screaming out the window.
From 40 stories up.
Yes.
Wait. No. Oh God, the next two... Okay. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Oh, I missed something. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We're moving on. Because...
Wait. You missed the line where Lupin asked, "Why are we doing this?" There you go.
I said we're moving on.
Yeah. But it's actually applying to this line here.
I don't care. I really don't care. It does not matter. This whole nothing in this chapter makes sense, so don't care.
It's pure chaos.
Because Hagrid said as he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air that he doesn't have because Hagrid's wand was broken. It's an umbrella now. He also can't fly on a broom. He uses a motorcycle. Anyway, then swooped, comma, he in singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. What?
I don't know.
So their band raps now?
Mm.
God. Because you're gothic? Snape asked in a little afraid voice, because he was afraid. It meant he was connected with Satan. I don't know who's saying this. I think it's Hagrid. Because I love her. Oh my god.
Now we can stop.
What the fuck is this story? What is this story? I'm... Alright. I have nothing. Oh, okay. Ray has found gothic metal.
Mm-hmm.
And a gothic 50 Cent club cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. So Ray wants...
We're chapter 12.
Yes, and Ray wants
out of
his...
44.
Out of what?
Out of 44.
There's how many?
44.
Finn, I fucking hate you. So, Ray's artwork. This is the first one. I hate how true that image is. And then here we have... he put a Band-Aid over the... Hold on. He put a fucking Band-Aid over the scar.
This is why I was nearly crying with laughter.
Fucking Vampire Potter. Alright. God damn it, Ray. Now this one I enjoy. I like this one. Because it's how I feel.
Oh, is this the goddamn you all to hell?
Yeah, it's goddamn you. I'll do it in Antwon's voice. God damn you! Damn you all to hell! Alright, and then... God. Compete.
This one's my favorite.
This one is great. Now, what you can't see is in the upper right hand corner it says compete free over the internet. This was fucking brilliant. And he just, the look on Ron's face.
It's just so stupid.
It's just, yeah, I'm Diablo, what's up? No, I didn't burn my entire house to the ground with all my family members in it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well done, Ray, because apparently you have made Vin breathe his rum.
All right, real quick. Oh God, they're gonna strike this. I want to hear what this song cover is.
Which one?
Zombie into club.
Go, 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 go,
I'm kind of okay with this.
go, go, shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sing retarded like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck. It's not your birthday. Find me in the club. Bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got that next.
All right, it got bad. It got very bad. Yeesh. So you're telling me we have 32 more chapters of this.
Yes. And your sadistic chat wants you to keep going.
But you're the one who said we were only going to do like an hour and a half.
I didn't say anything about the length of time. You said the length of time.
How long is this next fucking chapter? Oh God, this next chapter is actually long.
For her.
No, like this
Yeah.
is for her. Yeah, this is.
This is long for her.
And there's no author's note. All right, this is the last
There
one.
isn't.
This is the very last
Are
one.
you sure?
Yes.
Oh no, there is an author's note.
No, on for chapter 12, chapter 13, there's no author's note.
Oh.
This is the last chapter because I have to go get hooked on phonics to remember how to read, to understand language again. Because of this. Chapter 12. Author's note. Stop f-ing. Okay, Hagrid is
Hard
a pedo too. A lot of people in American schools are like that. I wanted to address the issue. No, he's not. What? How do you know? Snap. I ain't. Kristen plus Hagrid. Hagrid isn't really in love with Ebony. That was Cedric. Okay.
When did Cedric show up?
They spelled it wrong, but I'm lost.
Yeah, we're all lost.
Was there another time jump? Did we miss something? That one line that I didn't read, did it hold all of the answers to the universe that's going on in this book?
No.
Alright.
Keep going. You can do it.
I was about to slit my wrists again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against the enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. When did this conversation fucking happen? Did this conversation happen?
Okay. So as far as I can tell, up to this point, it has 3 days.
It's only been 3 days?
As far as I can tell. Yeah. 3 days.
Well, there you go.
No. Oh, wait. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that's you.
No.
It-
It's vampire.
No! I thought it was hair. I thought it was hair grid, but it was vampire. He started to scream, OMFG, no, my scar hurts. And then he doesn't have his scar anymore.
It explains it at the end of the chapter.
Okay.
Well, actually, it explains it in about 3 lines.
His eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped.
How did you know?
I saw it, and my scar turned back into the lightning bolt.
No.
I ran up closer.
I thought you didn't have a scar anymore.
You know, you think a scar would make her even more attracted to him because it means
Right.
damage happened to him, so he's more gothic than anything. But, whatever. What? Oh God.
Yep.
I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation. Anyway, my scar hurt and it turned back into lightning bolt. Save me. Then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco.
More ellipses, guys. Hold on.
Wolfmort has him in bondage. Wolfmort. Volfemort.
Yes.
We are in strange territory here, ladies and gentlemen. Very strange territory. Anyway, I was in the school nurse's office, now recovering from my slit wrists. Because you're a vampire and apparently can't, heal.
She's only slit her wrists like 3 times now.
Yeah, I know. Snap and Lubin, and Hahrid, what the fuck?
She can't spell.
Were there too. They were going to St. Mango's. It's
St. Mango's.
It's St. Mungo's, but St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophiles, and you can't have those fucking pervs teaching in a school with lots of hot girls. Oh my God.
Dumbledore had constipated the video camera they took of me naked.
I'm sorry, read that again?
Dumbledore had constipated the video camera they took of me naked. And then I put up my middle finger at them.
None of that sentence makes sense. None of it. Like, I understand what she's trying to say, but had constipated the Cydio camera. Did he eat it?
I don't know, but he needs to get some laxatives.
And then the Cydio camera they took of me naked. Does she mean the video that they took of her naked?
We can hope and pray.
You know, I'm going to take a page out of Ebony's book. Vin, I am putting my middle finger up at you. Anyway, Hargrid, again with the anyway, came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. Okay, Hagrid is fucking huge. So he just, is it like, the way that she's writing it, was it like a blue whale? Like, they like they come in gallons. They come in gallons. And so is she just now swimming in white with pink, a bouquet of pink roses?
I understand why Vin wanted you to read this so badly. Your pain is hilarious. I am getting so much more entertainment out of that than I am any pain of my own.
Inobe, I need to tell you something. He said in a serious voice, giving me the roses.
Fuck off. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway.
Oh, whoa! Hold on. She hates the color pink, and yet in 4 out of the 100 chapters that she's written about her clothing, 4 of them had pink.
No?
Yes.
It's been red and black.
No, her skirt had pink. She also was wearing a dress that had pink. She had heels that had pink. She had boots that laced up with pink.
Oh, okay. If you say so. I don't think so, but if you say so.
Do not make me go reread all this shit to find the pink. And, see, Allie even says she has pink fishnets.
Alright. You know I fucking hate the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you.
I snapped. Hairgrid had been mean to me before for being gothic. Gothic! He's in your band! How is he a prep if he's in your fucking band? You're impossible, 3-way crossover, wannabe, edgier than fucking Vin goddamn band.
Plus he's Satanist, so how is he a prep?
Exactly. God. No, Inobe, Hagrid says. Those are not roses.
What? Are they goths to you, poser prep?
I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily.
No, you didn't, I replied. Made from your shower scene and being viewed by Snap and Lupin.
Who masturbated? See, is that spelled wrong? Yes. To it, he added silently.
Whatever.
Okay. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them with an evil look in his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say.
That's not a spell. That's an MCR song.
I corrected him wisely. I know, I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, Petulus morengo me cremacile ramasio. For all you, author's note, for all you cool gothic MCR fans out there, that is a tribute, especially for Raven. I love you, girl. Imo noto okeo. I think my tongue just tried to fall out of my mouth.
Don't worry, Tomas. We'll get you through this.
And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. You stated that before. A huge...
Yaknomena says, when even the characters in your story revolt against the MC.
This is the mental stability of this child writing this. And then the roses turned into a huge black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I knew he wasn't a prep.
Okay, I believe you. Now what do you... Now, WTF is Draco?
Hair Grid rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could see nothing. You see, Anobi.
No.
Oh.
Dumbledore.
Sorry. You see, Anobi, Dumbledore said, watching the two of us watching the flame. Oh God, no. To see wit, is in the flames. Author's note. Haha, you reviewers flames. Get it? You missed find herself first. Okay. Dumbledore apparently is having a stroke at this present time.
Oh, apparently.
I don't know if he's smelling toast. They need to see if both of his arms can stay up, and then need to get him to, the hospital immediately. I have found myself, okay, you mean old man, Hagrid yelled. Hagrid. Dumbledore, with very weird caps, looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a headache, or else he would have said something back. She's trying to really drive home that headache thing.
Yeah. Hagrid.
Hagrid stormed off back into his bed. You're a liar, Professor Dumbledore.
Dory.
Dumbledore!
Yeah.
Anyway, again with the...
Ray, it's a part for you!
More? Alright.
Okay.
Anyway, when I got better, instantly, I went upstairs and put... Yeah, you and me both, Allie. I went upstairs and put on black leather mini dress that was all ripped on the ends. She's already used this mini dress.
She used a skirt, not a mini dress.
I'm not gonna argue. Ripped on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. What is corset stuff? You have corset stuff. You have corsets. What is corset stuff? Is she talking about hooks and latches?
I'm guessing she thinks she's picturing hooks and latches or lacing.
Or like belt buckles? I mean...
Corsets usually don't have belt buckles.
I'm trying to put my head in the mind of someone who overly shops at Hot Topic.
This is like turn of the millennium Hot Topic when it was still gothic and not just poppy.
Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billie Joe Armstrong on them because she's gothic and Green Day is punk. I mean, now they're pop, but back then they were punk. That doesn't work. Yaknomeno says, never go full my immortal author mindset. There is only darkness on that path.
Right.
I put my hair all out around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring. Author's note, if you don't know who she is, you're a prep, so fuck off. Or you don't like horror movies.
Yeah.
And I put on blood red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss.
Okay.
Wait,
for
what?
those who know anything about makeup, typically you don't put on lipstick and then lip gloss. For the simple fact that it won't stay. It'll smear horribly. And putting on red lip gloss is clear. So basically you're just tinting your red lipstick dark.
You get to say the next line.
You look kawaii, girl. Fangs, get it. So do you. I'm sorry, Fangs, get it. You do too.
I said sadly, too. But I was still upset. Yes, we get that by you saying you said sadly. No! The proofreaders have committed suicide on this. They didn't just jump out the window. They doused themselves in gasoline, slit their wrists, ate a filet mignon, set themselves on fire, then threw themselves out the window. And landed in a pool filled with broken glass.
Okay, so, interesting note. About chapter 16, her buddy Raven, who's supposed to be helping her write this, stops helping her write this.
Raven is her girlfriend.
Friend who is girl, not significant other.
She says GF.
Yes, I know. But she also said, ew, no, not like that at the very beginning. Either way, Raven says, fuck this shit, and leaves.
Raven said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yes.
Okay. I was still upset. I slit both of my wrists, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. What? What is this? What, Vin, what have you subjected me to? What is this just atrocious goddamn writing that has no semblance of anything that could be considered a timeline or even bullet points? Why? What is wrong with you?
Thank you, Vin.
I cried again in my bed. She hasn't stopped crying. She's got her best friend with her.
Tears too. Don't forget.
Don't forget their bloody tears. No, they can't. I mean, she sucked all of the blood out of her body because of her wounds on her arms. Because she sucked all the blood, just like she did all of the drugs.
True.
And put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy on me this time. I thought they were going to jail.
Yeah.
I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures.
He looked all depressed because.
No. The hair of magic creatures. The hair of magic creatures.
Apparently, they're grooming man Squatch.
Ray. There is a book in the Harry Potter universe called The Monster Book of Monsters. If you can find it, and you can change it around really, really well to say the hair of magic creatures, I would be forever indebted to you. I'm assuming she's talking about the care of magical creatures. But this is the magic creatures. These are extra magical creatures because they are magic. You know, how you can't be sad, you can't be angry sad, you can only be sad.
Ray says, "Jawohl, mein internet demon."
He looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he had used to be in love with Draco. She's okay with that now, apparently. He was sucking some...
She gets over things fast.
Have you read her mental state? It changes in a split second.
Like I said, she gets over things fast.
He was sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. Just because that's fucking normal in Hogwarts. The teacher is just like, Harry's just... Oh, I'm sorry. Vampire is just feeding off one of the fucking students. We're gonna keep letting him do that. Why not? He's the main character. Oh, no, this is Ebony. Harry, you're not allowed to do that. Ebony is the main character of this story. Stop biting the Hufflepuff. Hi, he said in a depressed way.
Hi, back.
I said in a wookley, you say that word. Wookwilly said way. Moving on. Moving on. No. Just, no. We both looked at each other for some time. Why is it Harry again? Harry had beautiful red gothic eyes, so much like Draco's. Then...
Ellipses, guys, sorry.
We jumped on each other and started screwing each other in front of the entire class after he had just topped off on a Hufflepuff like it was like a pop. What?
Stop it now, you horny simpletons.
shouted Professor
Professor McGoggle.
McGoggle, who was watching us, and so was everyone else.
Vampire, you fucker. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Draco.
I shouted and then ran away angrily. What the fuck is going on? Someone explain this to me. Just
We've already covered the author's mental breakdown earlier in the stream.
just then,
And Vin, hold on. I don't know if you're watching the chat, but Vin is inserting himself into the background of all these characters, of all these things. When he was topping up on the Hufflepuff, Vin was waiting in the background with a cup so he could get some. Now he's taking pictures of the pervs.
well, they're not. Yeah, they're pervs. They're also exhibitionists because they both started to screw in front of everyone. Just then, he started to scream, "OMFG! No, mascara!" Wrong character. God damn it.
Corvus, not Tomas. Russian, not.
OMFG! No, my scar hurts. And then his eyes rolled up. You could only
Keep going.
They sound very similar.
They do.
With his, you could only see his red whites.
No, I thought you didn't have a scar anymore.
Tumbleweed, this is my Immortal. It's got to be one of the worst fan fictions I've ever read. And it is a Harry Potter fan fiction. You clicked on the thumbnail. I didn't even make those. All I had to do was type in My Immortal into Google and then click on the option for fan fiction. And those images came up. I do, but Diablo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always cover it up with foundation. Didn't we do this already?
We covered it. Keep going.
But he said this already. Anyway, my scar hurt, and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Ellipses.
Wolfmort.
Shh. We have to pause for the ellipses.
Oh, right, more ellipses. My bad.
Wolfmort has him bondage.
Dun dun dun!
No more. I can't do any more. We stop. We're stopped at chapter 13.
We managed 2 hours. You know, that's really good.
I have lost so much of my childhood. I've lost so much of my childhood education by reading this. I don't think you understand.
I really don't, because I've been known to, when I am bored out of my mind, to read really, really bad romance novels, so I'm okay with handling this.
I don't...
They're like a training session. I could make recommendations.
No, because if you make recommendations, someone's going to want me to breed it, and I'm going to put out a fucking target number that I'm thinking they're not going to want me to. They're not going to want to pay that much for me to read something, and then suddenly someone like Ben C shows up and goes, "Yeah, read it," or Vin goes, "Hey, I'm gonna mess with your sanity. Here, fuck off." No, I don't know. No recommendations are needed.
Vin actually rolled your sanity save at a pretty decent roll. I mean, it's a 6.
Out of what? Is it a 6 out of 20? Is it a 6 out of 100? Because this thing has driven... What is this? See? This is what happens when you say things...
We'll talk, Vin.
No. Oh, God. How many chapters? We still have 31 chapters left of this?
Yes. I mean, in 2 hours, we can get through 13 chapters.
Oh, God.
So, 44 minus 13...
It's 31.
It's 31 divided by 30. So maybe, another... 4.
Alright, guys. That's it. I'm done. This was bad. I have read some bad things. I read Lena Dunham cover to cover. I read Feminist Baby. I have read portions of 50 Shades of Grey. This takes the cake. This, oh my god. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be reading more of it.
Yep.
Not anytime soon.
I'm gonna make sure of it, because this is fun.
You are evil.
I didn't think I would enjoy this as much as I have been, and I know exactly why I'm enjoying this so much. Because you're doing the majority of the work and the majority of the suffering.
I agree with you, Eknomeno. Around for all of the survivors, this next part 2, alcohol will be involved.
Woo!
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed listening.
Stream.
I hope you're enjoying this train wreck of a fucking story. And I hope you join us next time. If you like what we were doing here, please hit like, share, subscribe, tell people what's going on with this. It really helps feed that algorithm. I have been joined by a co-host and just a wonderful young lady, Ishtar, where you can
I am the most wonderful of ladies.
and you can find her links and everything down below. She does a great stream on Twitch, and she's also a co-host with Antwon on Tuesdays for MSNBC. So thank you guys for joining me and Ishtar, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye!